What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ninja Baby 636, and we are coming up on our almost 5,000 miles. So we're at 4,600, but we just gonna call it 5,000. So we're gonna do a, oh my goodness, we're gonna give it a 5,000 mile review of the 2025 Zx6r. And to begin with, so part of the reason it does that whenever I go to start the bike, it never does it on a cold start. It always does it after you've ridden the bike for a little bit and it heats up. Because if you don't get the ECU flash, which actually I'm about to get my ECU flash here soon, I'll make a video about that as well. But if you don't get the ECU flash, because of the emission laws, and I think it's Euro 5 is what they call it, whenever the bike gets to a certain temperature, it'll cut off the way the fuel gets to where it needs to go, so your bike won't cut on normally because it's too hot. Now, that's something that, you know, they do because of Euro 5 and like emissions and all that, but that always kind of makes me mad because I'm like, bro, like, it's a brand new bike, like what, like, and it did that from day one, because I took my bike directly back up to the dealership I got it from. And I'm like, hey man, whenever I ride my bike for a little bit and I go to start it again, it's not cutting back on. And I've already had, I went through two recalls, not one, two recalls of the same exact thing with this bike. And then they explained to me what it was and why it does that. And I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. And then the actual dealership told me, like, once you get the bike flashed, you won't have that problem anymore. And I'm like, that's the first time a dealership has said, like, yes, like, your bike is gonna ride a lot better and a lot smoother once you get it flashed. And I'm like, is it gonna void my warranty? Like, you know, and they were just like, look, as long as you don't say anything about it, we won't say anything about it. If anything happens that pertains to the warranty, then we're just gonna send it up, you know, send it to Kawasaki and get it fixed. Like, we're not gonna penalize you for flashing the bike and something happens that has to do with the warranty. So I thought that was pretty dope. But so 5,000 mile review, close to it. Absolutely in love with this bike. The Zx6r is one of those bikes that if you make it your first, which I don't recommend making it your first, but if you make it your first or second bike, you are going to be spoiling yourself in a way that you don't even know yet. Like, it is really hard for me to get on these other bikes that I've had 5,000 miles on this bike. It is really hard for me to get on these other bikes and feel the same way. Like, if I would have started on a RS660 or a R7 or even a Ninja 650 or a Honda 650, I think I would have had a different perception. But because I started on an inline 4 super sport, I started on an Eliminator, but I didn't ride it for long. I probably put like 2,500, 3,000 miles on it, and I was like, all right, I'm ready to upgrade. But because I jumped to this and I got so used to it and got into it so quick, I absolutely spoiled myself. Like, the Zx6r is probably one of your best middleweights, and I'm saying this with a little bit of a bias because I'm a Kawasaki guy. Probably one of your best bikes out there, guys. Beyond the recall, which we'll get into that in a minute. Beyond the recall, this bike rides so good. It feels so smooth. That inline 4 is just, it's just different. It's like it's like you're flying almost. Like it's like it just feels so good. Like the way they made this Super Sport, like I'm so glad they didn't discontinue this like they did the R6. Like those R6 fanboys, I understand why they are so devastated. Now, I personally feel like the R6, the Yamaha R6 is a little overrated. My buddy had one. I got to rip that thing in some twisties. I got to really take that thing out. And that don't even compare to the Zx6r. But that inline 4 in that R6, it is definitely rev happy. It is super smooth. It's really nice. It's a super fun bike to ride. Yeah, this bike has been a pleasure to ride, man. Like, I just feel like, and also with me riding this bike, I also kind of feel like it has given me the skill to ride other bikes super well. Like, I've been on RSV4s, ZX10s, R1s. I even got to ride the H2. I didn't ride the H2 like crazy or anything. I just rode it on some straights, a couple roundabouts and stuff like that. But I feel like majority of my experience and the reason I felt so comfortable on these bikes is because of the ZX6. Like the ZX6 really prepared me for almost any bike. This bike makes me feel like I can ride almost any bike. Like I like there's no like nerves or anything like that. When I was first starting out, I had my Kawasaki Eliminator, and I remember going to a demo day at a Ducati, and Ducati has all these super dope bikes, and because I had only been on the Kawasaki Eliminator, I was a little nervous to ride a lot of those bikes. Like I felt like I wasn't prepared, so I didn't even get to ride their V4, and they had something else that I didn't get to ride. But I rode the V2. I rode a couple other things. I rode their Monster. I got to ride the Ducati Monster. I got to ride the V2. I got to ride their Scrambler. But because I wasn't experienced on sport bikes per se, I was like, I don't even feel comfortable on this. I had the opportunity to ride the Ducati Street Fighter. I kind of chickened out on that. I was like, man, I don't even know if I can handle it. But riding the Zx6r, I feel like I can handle any bike. Like I feel like I can literally handle any bike. Since then, I've been to a Ducati demo day, and I've ridden all those bikes. And the Zx6r definitely prepares you to ride practically anything. I got a couple more demo days coming up here soon. I'm going to be filming as well. I don't know if I'm gonna make a video of it. If you guys want me to make a video of it, just let me know, and I'll definitely throw the video up. But I'm definitely gonna be filming. But I got a CF Moto demo day, a Honda demo day. I'm thinking about going to the Yamaha one, but from what I've heard, they're not gonna have like the R1 and stuff like that. So I don't know if I'm actually going to do that one, because the R1 and the R9 are probably the only things that I would want to ride. So if they don't have that, then I'm kind of like, I don't really, I'm a pass. Harley's having a demo day, and though I would never buy a Harley, I do think it's cool to try these different demo days. Like, I feel like it's good for like community, meeting people, and also just getting your chops wet with a bunch of different bikes. Like get out there and try a bunch of different bikes. Try some bikes that you would never actually buy, but you just want to get the experience. So I think I'm gonna go to the Harley Davidson demo day and stuff like that. So let me know if you guys want me to put up a video of that. I'm gonna film it. I just don't know if I'm gonna post it. But yeah, as far as having the Zx6r for 5,000 miles, like, man, it's been relatively painless. I was a little disappointed about the recalls, don't get me wrong, but Kawasaki made it pretty painless for me, you know what I mean? Like, everybody was dealing with it. They actually paid for my bike the second time to get trailered up to the shop because my recall happened during the winter. So I couldn't even ride my bike up to the shop. So, you know, I called up there. They said if the shop that's closest to me has a way to get my bike up there, then they'd pay for that. They obviously got the recall fixed. And like, to be honest, it wasn't that bad, guys. Like, I know a lot of people, they're like, oh man, like Kawasaki's falling off, blah 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 blah. But if you like talk to them and, you know what I mean, like talk to them and you get close with like your local shops, they'll try their best to look out for you. I mean, the recall was definitely unfortunate. That's something that a company like Kawasaki that's known for its reliability, that's something that they never will want, you know what I mean? So they're gonna try their best to fix everything, but besides that, the Zx6r has been an absolute pleasure to own. I mean, I've had a couple oil changes on it, just because they did an oil change every time that they did the recall. So that was, you know, had a couple oil changes. I have not changed my tires yet, but I'm going to switch to, I don't want to lie to you guys, I think they're the Michelin 5s. They're like better for like road, you know what I mean, for like more road riding. Since I'm not like locked up in the twisties 24/7, I commute my bike. I'm gonna switch to those tires, and you know, if as long as you keep up with like your maintenance, you know, chain cleaning and all that good stuff, like this bike will take care of you, bro. These bikes can last for a very, very long time as long as you take care of them. Now, when I say a very, very long time, I mean, it's a high revving super sport. So, you know, a very, very long time is very relative, but if you take care of this bike is for sure going to take care of you. But yeah, like, you know, I know a lot of people who are like, oh, like I'm ready to upgrade and get a ZX10 or upgrade and get this. I haven't really got to that point yet. I mean, I know I'm only at 5K miles, but I feel like I'm pretty content. Like, would I like to have another bike plus this one? Sure. Yes, I'm probably going to end up getting another bike, and I'll definitely make a video about that when I get my other bike. But yeah, like this bike does everything I needed to do plus some. Like it's like such a good bike. Like as far as the super sport goes, I'm gonna have to say the Zx6r was pretty nice as well, but I still like this one better. The R6 is discontinued. It was nice. I still like this one better. What other 600s have I got to ride? I guess the RS660. This, I mean, that ain't even a competition. R7, not in the same category really. So yeah, like when it comes to best middleweight commuter bike, as long as you do your little tweaks, I got my Healy bars, you get your little foot pad clip-ons, whatever, like you do your thing to it, bro, this bike is perfect. Like I can ride this bike now after I got my riding endurance up. I can put a good 2.5 hours before I have to get off and stretch. Now don't get me wrong, I got to get off and stretch and like, you know, really so much with like my knees, but I can put a good 2.5 hours riding before I have to actually get off the bike. So I would say 5K mile review, I'm giving this bike a smooth grade of A-, B+. And the only reason it's not an A+ is because I did have to deal with those recalls. You know what I mean? That wasn't pleasant. That was something that really scared me a little bit, because I'm like, man, I just got the bike, bro. Like, what are you talking about? It's a recall. Like, I just got it. So, but besides that, A+, you know. 5K, Kawasaki Zx6r, 5K review, A-, easy. A-, B+. So it's your boy Ninja Baby 636. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know if you guys got any questions and we can chop it up. All right, y'all stay safe out there.